So I don't know how big that was in that moment.
I don't know. I think those things just kind of come to you in the game. We hadn't really been efficient offensively. Wasn't on the same page on the interception, on the turnover. We had some communication things in a hostile environment we played in. But in the end, it's just about finding a way to win.
Let me talk my shit again. What it do? This is the Talk My Shit Again podcast. I'm your humble, hostile host, Cassius Cliff. Hey, I know this video is coming a little late. I do apologize. But as much as y'all was enjoying Victory Tuesday, I'm enjoying Victory Wednesday. And really, I'm enjoying it until we have the next game. Because you can't tell me, playing against Pat Mahomes, Andy Reid, and Arrowhead coming off of the bye in November, getting a W. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm hyped. And really, I've been talking shit for the past 2 days and leading up to it purely because, yeah, I wanted this game. But really, I just wanted to beat these guys and continue the streak that we're on because I know what it means going down and further down the line in the season. So, yeah, Isaiah Pacheco's run the ball well, and I respect that dude. I really do. Young bull out of Jersey, I believe. And really, I don't think it doesn't matter who he's playing against. If it's, I guess, the Lions, I don't know. The Commanders, it don't matter. But this guy, he looks like that all the time on the field. And he looked like that on Monday. So the fact that they had 168 yards on the ground, yeah, that shit it was looking a little eerie early on. Not going to hold you. We was down 10 early. But when you got a team like this, again, 7 games in a row, 10-point deficit victory. That's just what we do in Philly. People want to hate. They want to say we're getting lucky. The refs are working for us. I'm here to tell you that really don't matter because everybody has the same opportunities. Everybody plays on the same field against, with the same refs on the field, all that. And if you can't pull it out, that's really on you. But here in Philly, we've done it 9 times this season. With 1 loss, same like last year. So clearly, this is what we do. If you ain't convinced, I'm just gonna show you further on in this video. I know the Eagles fans we are. If you're an op and you watching, hey, listen up. This is what we do. All right? Because yeah, we let up 168 yards on the ground. We let up 170 in the air. They outstatted us in this game. But we had guys that stepped up on our side too. And this is one guy I actually expected to step up, not only throughout the season, but Cam Jerkins going down, obviously, that hurt our running game. That was clear for the last couple of weeks. That hurt us. But the fact that he was coming back, I knew DeAndre Swift was going to show up in this game. And here on our first going drive, that's exactly what we got. I mean, we got a funky handoff by Jalen. Don't really understand that. But great play by DeAndre Swift. I mean, he's just doing what he does best. He gets shifty. He breaks tackles. He runs through guys. I mean, that's all you can ask for. We got another great play right here. This is actually the score on our last drive. Well, our last scoring drive, to be specific. But a huge catch. And you talking about the guy who the person who had the second most catches on the team. 3 catches and 31 yards. DeAndre Swift. It wasn't a game that we expected, like Jalen said, offensively. But when you're going against Kansas City in Arrowhead, coming off of the bye, you gotta get it how you live, bro. You just really gotta make the most plays you can and really try to, stop them when you can. It's that simple. I predicted the close game, 27-20. We got 21-17. So this is what helped us actually get this kind of game. And DeAndre Swift was all over this. I mean, we got another one. Jet sweep. Huge run by him. Great vision. Wish he had the burners right there. So he's not the most complete back, but clearly a great back. And this is what you can expect from him given the opportunity. With only 12 rushes for Jalen's 12, obviously Jalen had a couple brotherly shoves. He clearly hasn't had enough touches. But giving him the ball in the pass and the run, we got to continue to do that. It's evident. We're talking about a top 5 defense in Kansas City. Number 1 against the pass, I believe. Like, you gotta do whatever counts, bro. You gotta do whatever you can against a team like this, especially when they playing at home in November. Because they've yet to lose with Pat. But yeah, obviously, DeAndre Swift was not the only one that stepped up. I mean, that boy Smitty, skinny Batman. You talking about the catch of the game, play of the game on our last scoring drive after, a great catch by DeAndre Swift. You gotta have this. You gotta have this kind of play. And when you got a former Heisman winner going against one of the best pass defenses, if not the best pass defense in the league, you got to have this kind of play. And he just showed up. Because A.J. Brown, who's an all-pro receiver, probably going to be all-pro again this year, 1 catch for 8 yards. But Smitty, what did he do? 99. So we got to cover up. We got to really, we're 2 captains we're talking about right here. So if one don't show up, the other one got to show up. Especially in these big-time games. We're talking about the most watched Monday night game in the last 20 years. But again, we got on the offense, really the team, one of the best leaders, not the best leader in my eyes in the entire league, Jalen Hurts. They want to talk about his knee, him not being 100%. But you got a great call by Brian Johnson, schemed up. Looks like they was about to blitz. And Jalen just take it to the crib. Probably 10 yards, but my man was looking a little spry, a little loose. And that's exactly what you want to see going into December because at this point, everybody's banged up. You really can't complain about injuries. I don't even complain about the refs. I'm not going to hold you. The refs going to do what they do. It don't really matter who you play for. Sometimes guys get more calls than others. Like Pat did get in that game with that encroachment call, which was bullshit. But I didn't complain too much because these things come back around. They really do. And for me, it's not really also when it comes to the offense. They did their thing. We put up 21, and that's what obviously sealed the game. But you're talking about a second half shutout with a team that's been struggling in the past game, and you're going against Pat Mahomes and the best tight end in the league, and Travis Kelce. You got to make as much plays as you can, and I know they're few and far between. It don't matter what defense. One turnover. This is the first turnover we got in the red zone against Pat Mahomes, and with Kevin Byard having the season he's been having for us, which is he was pretty quiet. I'm not gonna hold you. This was huge in the red zone. Again, Patrick Mahomes, though he's been having a turnover happy season, you got to get these critical turnovers, really these critical stops against these great quarterbacks. We were not doing that last year. It's really dope to see that this year. Because when it comes to, say, Dak, Tua, Matthew Stafford, you want to throw them in there, including Pat, we made critical stops when it mattered most. And that's all you can ask for, especially from a secondary that's been, had guys in and out, had guys really trying to acclimate themselves, and really just a defensive coordinator trying to figure out what the pieces that he has and who to throw out there for the best possible scenario, the best case scenario when it comes to these packages and these coverages. But Kevin Byard, he stepped up, and that's what that's all you can ask for. But what I did not expect, and I was hoping for a sack on this particular drive, a Kelce fumble? I mean, I can't remember the last time he fumbled. It might have been last year. But for it to be Bradley Roby, a guy that we signed off the street, that if you're signed off the street mid-season, that means that nobody's begging for you. Nobody really needs you. And it's really when it comes down to people get hurt, now they're calling you. And that's what happened to us. Because Avonte Maddox is our slot corner. But given that guys were, struggling that we already had, we had to bring in Bradley Roby. And when he came in, he was decent. Got hurt. Finally came back, and look what he does. I mean, this is probably one of the biggest plays on the defense all season. Because as you can see, this is fourth quarter. They're in the red zone yet again. And again, I don't remember the last time I seen Travis Kelce fumble. So to have that, you see him pissed. His girl wasn't there, and you put the ball on the ground in your house, I would be tight too. I'm not going to hold you. But we had to have this play. Huge forced fumble by Bradley Roby. Here's another angle. That's just tough, bro. When you are built the way we were built, these plays shouldn't surprise you. It's only vindication. Because you say and you expect these things to happen, and here they are. Here's the evidence. And when I tell you, this team we're starting to kick up at the right time. Not only is the offense continuing to find these ways to win and score and really cash in when we need to cash in, this defense is starting to come more together. We had 2 turnovers on Monday. We've been struggling in that department. And when you're going against a guy like Pat Mahomes, any turnover is a huge turnover. So to have 2 in that game, absolutely had to have it, especially given that we only won by 4. in their house, that is not an easy place to play. And why I say that, especially when it comes to gotta have these plays, a lot of these guys were talking last season, talking about we played nobody, we had an easy schedule. That sounds good. That's really cute. But as you can see right here, going into this season, because if you look at the bottom, you see the date. That's in May of the offseason. Who had the toughest schedule going into this season? You see it. But are the results the same? Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm gonna need not only Eagles fans to kind of don't even flinch when it comes to these other fans talking shit, but these other fans in particular, I need y'all to watch your mouth. If you're not 9-1 or even 8-1 at this point, why are you talking right now? This is not an easy thing to do, especially back-to-back years in the NFL. One year you had an easy schedule, the next you got gauntlets, but yet we just collecting infinity stones at this point. We got Miami on the gauntlet, we got KC on the gauntlet, and we got Dallas on the gauntlet. So what do you want us to do? Do you want us just to beat everybody on the schedule, or you want to complain about the refs or what have you? And really, I'm going to show y'all one person in particular that was complaining. And I know there's a lot of people that agree with him because we got a lot of haters out here. Just take a listen.
Race. This was a chance for us to finally claw back. They could have had a setback today. 8-2 instead they're 9-1. And you look back, that Arizona game is creeping up on us. Oh my fucking God. How did we fucking lose to Arizona, man?
I could tell you.
That's a game I wish we could have back.
I bet.
Because these fucking Eagles, the refs are always going to be on their side.
There you go.
And then you got teams like the Chiefs making stupid, self-inflicted mistakes. The Chiefs should have had this game, man. They should have won this game. How do you not win this? You're coming off of the bye week. You're playing at home. You're up 17-7.
That's right.
Going into halftime, and you don't score a single fucking point in the second half. Oh my God. How do you do that? I wasted all my fucking evening watching this shit. Oh. Now I gotta deal with these fucking cheese-stick-eating bastards coming in the comment section.
That is my favorite part. I mean, that was a great clip. Once I get his name, I'm gonna shout you out if I get your name the next time I see you on Twitter, I guess. But my favorite part is I gotta worry about now these cheesesteak-eating bastards in the comment section. And you goddamn right. Y'all Cowboys fans, y'all really be banking on other people doing your job. If you want a job done, do it your fucking self. Since y'all couldn't, do it yourself the next time around. Because y'all want to complain about the refs. Y'all want to complain that the team that was up should have done it. Why didn't y'all do it? And speaking of the refs, I want everybody to look at this graphic right here. I didn't show which team is which when it comes to the column specifically. But if you did guess, yes, the column on the left is the Philadelphia Eagles. Why is this important? Look at these three columns, or these three rows rather. You got the red zone attempts with the actual completions when it comes to touchdowns. 3 for 3, 2 for 4. Philly with 3 for 3, KC with 2 for 4. The penalties are the exact same, 7 for 7. But again, we were actually penalized for more yards. But another critical area right here. Turnovers, 2-1. If y'all don't really pay attention to these things, I don't know what else to tell you. Penalties is not what kept us in this game. The refs did not work in our favor. They turned the ball over twice to our one time, and they were 50% in the red zone to our 100%. That is the ball game right there. You can hate all you want, but the numbers don't lie. You know what else number doesn't lie? 9-1. It just don't lie. It really don't. And I keep telling y'all this. I'm really passionate about it. And I'm really sincere. I am not here to convince you. I'm here to inform you. This is what we do. If you are not aware, again, just go back and watch all the 10 games so you can be certain. At the end of those games, we won the games. I know y'all want to say this, that, and the other should have won. What happened at the end? W for Philly. But that's why we're here. We're here to talk our shit. We're here to really inform people. And we're here afterwards just to move on. Because we got another opponent coming up on Sunday, Buffalo. I'm going to be in Philly with the Kelly Green on. Best believe that. And that's what we do. This is the Talk My Shit Again podcast. I appreciate y'all. Continue to like, share, subscribe. It goes a long way. Till the next time.